Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Tripsy channel. Today, we're going to be ranking every 5 seconds of Summer Song. I'm a huge Five Sauce fan, and this is something I wanted to do for a while now. Got my Calm album in the background, so we're ready to go. First off, though, we have a few changes we need to make to the list. So, first off, first change we're going to be making, the top tier belongs to one song and one song only, so that goes right there. Then this is going to be the S tier, and this is going to be the A tier. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna go in order here. So Heartbreak Girl. Um, I know the band doesn't love this song that much, but I don't think it's too bad. I think we're gonna start off with a solid B tier for Heartbreak Girl. Then we're gonna move on to Mrs. All American. I actually really like Mrs. All American. Um, do I like it more than Heartbreak Girl though? That is the question. I think I do. I think I'm gonna put it right above Heartbreak Girl in the B tier. Amnesia is a classic. That just goes straight to the S tier. Shouldn't have to explain that one. Social Casualty is super underrated in my opinion. I don't think it's A tier. think I think it slightly edges out Mrs. All American in the B tier. Never Be is pretty good. I think it'll go at the bottom of B tier. Oh, and just a heads up, I'm not ranking these like in comparison to all songs. So like I don't think these are B tier songs in like all of music. These are just in comparison to other 5 seconds of summer songs. So a D tier Five Sauce song isn't necessarily a D tier song in general, if that makes sense. Voodoo Doll, I think is going to be our first A tier song. I really like Voodoo Doll. I really like their whole entire first album, if we're being honest. Um, Except this one. This one's going to go and skip. I know that might piss some people off, but that's where it's going. English Love Affair, solid. Actually, I think we might do this. I think we might move Never Be down to C. Actually, might do that. Yeah, that feels better. I love Heartache on the big screen. Think, I actually think Heartache on the big screen beats out Voodoo Doll for me at the top of A tier. The only reason is pretty solid. I think that feels better. Move down Heartbreaker to C tier and put the only reason up there. She looks so perfect. Is this gonna make everybody unsubscribe and dislike the video? I'll put it C tier. In terms of Five Sauce songs, it's towards the bottom for me. It's okay. Like I'll listen to it when it's on, but Don't Stop. Honestly, I think that might go at the bottom of C tier. Man, this is where everybody's gonna dislike the video. Just stay with me, guys. I'm sorry. Just hang with me. Maybe we'll turn this ship around, but I'm sure I'm gonna lose some people right there. Right here too. Man, these three songs just don't do it for me. Like I like them. Like I like all 5 seconds of summer songs, but those three just don't do it for me. Same thing with Kiss Me, Kiss Me. It's good, but I think it's gonna go mid C tier. 18. Right there. It's fun. I gotta give it to it. Never Be. I just like the vocals on the song. She looks so perfect. 18, Don't Stop and Go Girls. They're just fun, but I think 18 is the most fun out of the four, so that's why it gets the top spot there. Everything I Didn't Say is really good. I think middle B tier feels good for Everything I Didn't Say. Besides You and Everything I Didn't Say just feel like they should go by each other in terms of rankings. So I think I like Besides You a little more though. End Up Here. End Up Here is good. Not great. I think bottom of B tier feels about right. But I'm going to be very picky with my placements. So to get up here, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to be down here. But so B and C are probably going to be packed. And these tiers are reserved for the best of the best. Long Way Home, solid. Top of C tier, maybe. Castaway is A tier. The Girl Who Cried Wolf is S tier for me. I love that song. Broken Home feels like a mid C tier song just because of Michael's performance on that song. Fly Away, same thing. I love Michael whenever he has a good performance. It raises the song up for me. Right there feels about right. And we'll go right there. And we'll go right there. Yeah, right there. Invisible, S tier. Shout out to Callum. Airplanes, Airplanes feels like the top of B tier. San Francisco's an A tier song as well. I actually think I'm gonna put it right above. That feels right there. Outer Space Carry On is S tier. Is it better than Amnesia though? No, it's not. Is it better than The Girl Who Cried Wolf? I don't think so. I do think it's better than Invisible though. That feels right. Story of Another Us is bottom of A tier. Space Between a Rock and a Hard Place, bottom of B tier. Guys, Money for me is a skip. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, don't hate me. She's Kind of Hot though is top of B tier. Classic, but a little overrated in my opinion. Same thing with Hey Everybody, bottom of B tier. It's good, but still a little overrated. Permanent Vacation is just kind of eh for me. We'll go bottom of C tier. Catch Fire is pretty good. A little repetitive, but I like the melodies, so we'll go bottom of B. Safety Pin's a classic. We'll go right there. Safety Pin's an A tier song. Waste the Night, same thing with Catch Fire. Repetitive, but good melodies, and Luke's performance is really good. Vapor is another one of those kind of more love songs that won't wow you in terms of like the musicality of it, but good vocal performances from everybody, so B tier. Why Won't You Love Me? It's a different one, starting off with the Youngblood album here. I think Why Won't You Love Me is an A tier song. Woke Up in Japan is also they definitely got a little more experimental once the Youngblood album started. Somewhere in the middle of B feels right for Woke Up in Japan. Luke's vocal performance is really good on that song. Empty Wallets is kind of basic in terms of what Five Sauce does. It still feels like a B tier song. Ghost of You is absolutely S tier. Uh, I know people say that Invisible and Ghost of You are like a two-parter. I don't know if that's true, but it works. I think Ghost of You is the better song though, so I'll put it right above Invisible there. I like Monster Among Men. I like Michael's performance on this song, so we'll go right there. That feels about right. Mishu there is a little all over the place, and I love it, but I don't think it's A tier. I think it's lower B tier, like right about here. It's just kind of all over the place, and it'll keep you interested. Babylon is absolutely an S tier song, one of my top five sauce songs for sure. So that's going right up there. I like When You Walk Away. Put it at the bottom of B tiers. Nothing crazy, but it's pretty good. Best Friend, also, it's another one of those what was it, the Target exclusive or whatever. You can only listen to it on YouTube. It's decent, but just throw it down there at the bottom of B. Same thing with Midnight, just average. Youngblood. Ooh, do we get controversial here? Honestly, Youngblood's just mid B. Actually, that's better than those. Where am I gonna drop it? Where am I gonna drop it? Right there. B tier. Not going above B for Youngblood. Great song, but I just don't think it stacks up with the A, S, or obviously Jet Blackheart. I like Want You Back. I think Want You Back and Lie to Me are both going to go at the end of A tier, but I think Lie to Me goes one step above Want You Back. That's where they definitely got more R&B and pop on the Youngblood album, but they do it so well. Valentine's also A tier. I think it's going to go bottom of A tier. Same thing with Talk Fast. Talk Fast is actually S tier for me. I just love the groove, the 80s like electronic sound. They just pull it off so well. Moving Along is one that'll definitely catch your ear as soon as it comes on. It comes out banging, but I don't think it's A tier. It's definitely interesting the first time you hear it, but it doesn't do anything to really wow you. Good vocals, the dry drums that Ashton brings in are definitely interesting. I think right about there feels right. B tier song. If Walls Could Talk's just another B tier song. Better Man, I actually like Better Man pretty decently. Right about there feels good. Another one of their R&B poppy songs, but Luke with his vocals, he can just pretty much do any genre. Oh, is More A tier or is it top of B? I think Moore's top of B. Michael does a great job on the guitar on this song. So, love my boy Michael. Thin White Lies is S tier for me. I know that might be controversial, but I think Thin White Lies is a top 10 Five Sauce song. Lonely Heart is actually one of my least favorite songs off of Calm, but it's still a B tier song. There isn't a bad song on Calm in my opinion. That's why I got the album back there. High is also my second least favorite song on Calm. So with that being said, it goes right above Lonely Heart. Kill My Time's one of my favorite songs on Calm. That was the Calm +1 track. Red Desert is great. Bottom of S tier. No Shame was actually the first song that got me into 5 Seconds of Summer, other than Youngblood, obviously. I heard No Shame when it first dropped as a single. That got me to listen to the entire Calm album front to back, and then the rest is history, as they say. But it's not one of my favorite Five Sauce songs, but it definitely got my attention, so mid B. Old Me is one of my favorite Five Sauce songs, S tier. Easier, good song, little overrated, bottom of A. Teeth and Easier feel like a duo that have to be right by each other. Wildflower, S tier. Best Years, right there, top of A. A great ballad. Luke, whenever Ashton brings in the kick drum at the end of the song with Luke's vocals, man, it just feels like you're in a movie. You just like took down the greatest villain of all time, and I don't know, just makes you feel, you know. Not in the same ways. Pretty catchy tune. Definitely Post Malone inspired if you listen to it. He does that little vocal shake, and he literally says, "You call me a psycho" when he does the tremble that Post Malone does. That's definitely Post Malone inspired. Lover of Mine, I really like Lover of Mine. I think it's gonna go A tier. If you can't tell, I love the Calm album. Other than High and Lonely Heart, everything's like top half. All right, let's get into Five Sauce 5. Blender, right there, top of B. Really solid single. Caramel's been growing on me a lot. I didn't like this song at first, but I think it's climbed all the way up to the A tier for me. Best Friends, sadly, is probably my least favorite song on the album. And I think it's gonna go at the middle of C tier. It's a good track, but I don't love it. I do love Bleach though. Bleach is a great song. Middle, lower A. Redline's solid. Feels like a middle B tier song. Mood Swings has climbed into the top 10 for me. Probably my favorite song on the album. We'll see once we go through. We'll see where they end up being ranked, but Mood Swings is great. Flatline is also pretty good. Flatline and Redline. Actually, I like Flatline more than Redline. I might like Flatline more than Blender and more. I think top would be Emotions. Man, I have a love-hate relationship with Emotions. I love Michael's performance on it, but it just, I don't know. The bridge is really good, but I just feel like the choruses leave me wanting a little more. But it's still an A tier song. I still love it. You know, we love our boy Michael. Bloodhound is gonna go right after Flatline. Another good track. Tears is my second favorite song on the album. Second or third. But I think it goes right there. It's an S tier song. Actually, it might go right there. Yeah, that feels better. S tier song, but bottom of S tier. Man, Complete Mess is also S tier. Do I like Complete Mess more than Tears, actually? I might. I might like it more than Wildflower and Old Me and Red Desert and Talkfest. Wow, that's tough. Yeah, right there feels good. Easy for You to Say is okay. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. Right after Vapor, after The Only Reason. I think I like The Only Reason a little bit better. Yeah, that feels about right. Bad Omens is a top 5 or so track on the album. I think top of A feels right for Bad Omens, mainly because of Luke, but same thing with Me, Myself, and I. I think Me, Myself, and I might have made its way into the S tier for me too. The singles really did it for me on this album. Take My Hand. I'm sorry, guys. Take My Hand is a skip. It's a skip. I'm sorry. It just is. Carousel's like a bottom of B tier song. Older is a skip too. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys there. I like Haze. Haze is good. Haze is like a mid B tier song. Let's go right there. Right there feels about right. All right, now we're getting into some of the singles, some songs with other people, some acoustic tracks. I actually really like the Want You Back acoustic. It's not as good as Want You Back, but it's still pretty solid. Let's see, what would I rather listen to this than? That's where I'll drop it, right there. I'd rather listen to it than actually, hey, everybody needs to go down a little bit. Yeah, okay, I like that. Actually, this needs to go down a little bit too. That feels better. Who Do You Love's really good, actually. I think Who Do You Love's an A tier song. Mainly because they let Five Sauce have most of the vocals on the track. And thanks to that, I think that propels it up a little bit. The Youngblood acoustic it's okay. It's not bad, it's not great. I prefer Youngblood to the acoustic, but the acoustic's still not bad. 2011 is S tier. Top 5 probably. Just absolutely amazing. The Complete Mess acoustic's pretty good too. If you can't tell, I don't love acoustics, but I don't hate them. They're just kind of eh. The Don't Stop acoustic though is a skip. Easier Live from the Vault is absolutely S tier. Right there. And the Girls Talk Bullies is A tier. Right there. The Lie to Me acoustic is probably my favorite of the acoustics. I think it goes A tier. No Shame. No Shame's the worst vault version, but it's still B tier. Take What You Want is S tier. One OK Rock, the lead singer from that band, is insanely talented. Teeth Live from the Vault, not as good as Easier Live from the Vault, but still A tier. I'd go right there. I think it's better. Both of the Vault versions of Teeth and Easier are better than the actual songs. Is that mainly agreed on? Here, we need to change this to never hear it. Never hear it. Never heard this one. I don't know what that is. The Only Reason is great. Only Reason is an A tier song right there. Too Late. Don't think I've heard. I love Unpredictable. Unpredictable is going S tier for me. Wherever You Are is absolutely A tier. Great song. Right there. What do I like more? The Only Reason or Wherever You Are? The Only Reason. Yeah, I like that. I love Wrapped Around Your Finger, especially the live version. We'll go bottom of A. Broken Pieces is okay. Feels like a lower B tier song though. Maybe like right there. Disconnected is one of my favorite songs of all time. Right there. So far my top 5 is Jet Black Heart, Amnesia, Babylon 2011, and Disconnected. That feels about right. That feels about right. I love Gotta Get Out, especially the 10-year anniversary remake. It was awesome. So if we're considering the 10-year remake, like right around here on top of A. Heartache on the Big Screen. Didn't we already do? Yeah, we already did Heartache on the Big Screen. We'll just put that one there. If You Don't Know is really good. Callum's verse is amazing. We'll go right above Haze, sure. I've heard this one, but not enough to rank it. Out of My Limit is a classic. We'll go right there. Over and Out's pretty good. I don't love it, don't hate it. Put it right above the acoustics. Maybe. There we go. Pizza. There. Boom. That goes right there. Not really, but we'll put it there. Just for the memes. I actually really like the What About You cover. Or What I Like About You cover. We'll go right there. I love the American Idiot cover. The live version though, not the release version like on Spotify and stuff. It's like a bottom of B tier. Honestly, I feel bad. I think Long Way Home needs moved up. Dancing with a Stranger is a really good cover. Drown is one of my favorite covers. Never heard this one. Never heard this one. Killer Queen. It's okay. No Roots is great. Shout out to Ashton. A little bit better than What I Like About You. Oh, I love their Post Malone cover of Stay. well, their cover of Post Malone's Stay. I don't know why I said it like that. Their Teenage Dream one is probably C tier. It's probably their worst cover. But they're the middle cover. All right. Do we need to make any changes? Is that gonna make everybody hate me? We'll throw Pizza D tier just because it gets its own tier. Jet Black Heart is in a tier of its own. Yeah, those feel about right. Honestly, let's get our top 10 filled out in proper order. I think Complete Mess is top 10 for me. Thin White Lies is top 10 for me. Ghost of You is top 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more in the top 10. 2 more in the top 10. What do we want to move up? Man, this is so tough. This is so tough. So we need 2 more songs to move into the top 10. I don't think Easier Life from the Vault is going to make it. I think it's in like the 11, 12 range. So we'll put Outer Space at 9. So out of all of these songs, what do I want to move up to 10? Is it Invisible? Or is it Me, Myself, and I? It's between these two. Invisible or Me, Myself, and I to fill out the top 10. I'm going to go Me, Myself, and I. Invisible at 11. The Girl Who Cried Wolf 12. Easier. Yeah, I like the rest of it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. There's my ranking. Every song in 5 Sauce history. There it is. If you guys disagree with anything, I would say let me know in the comments, but I'm sure you already typed up a 10-paragraph essay about how I'm an idiot because your favorite song's down here. But hey, that's the beauty of having opinions, right, guys? I would love to hear what you have to say about the list. Let me know what your top 10 would be, and let me know if I should do any more of these tier lists. I'll probably do a 21 Pilots tier list at some point. So if that's something that interests you, leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys soon. Peace out.